welcome to a reaction first Friday. No, that does not mean we're going to be doing reactions normally on the reg on Fridays. But the suggester and set list organizer for tonight, is asking for us to do it on Friday. He's just a young German chap who is a schoolboy, and so he, I think, prefers Friday nights more than anything, and we just don't normally have Friday streams. But we are going to have one for him, and therefore there will be no Saturday morning stream because this is taking the place of that. So I'm recording this now. It's actually Thursday night. It's pretty late. It's 11:48, but yeah, I'm going to try to get this done because tomorrow is going to be a little bit busy. I've got some things to do at night, so I might or might not join the chat. I probably will try to. I'm thinking about having it at 6 because I know if I have it at 7:30 at the normal time, ain't happening. And since he's in Germany, I thought probably do it earlier because then he can make it earlier, I think. So I might put it at like 5 or 5:30 and just see how many people can actually make it at that time. But this is new for all of us because I've never done a pre-recorded Friday night stream or premiere, I think for a couple of years. So this is definitely going to be new and fun, and I'll actually get to somewhat sleep in. I mean, 11 o'clock is the stream, but usually I wake up at like 10 to try to get everything ready and make sure it's all good, have some coffee before I start the stream at 11. So this will be an unusual Saturday morning where I actually get to sleep in a little bit longer if I wanted to. I probably won't sleep past 10 much, but if I wanted to, I can because I don't have to get up. So that'll be nice. But we are ready to get into the set for Mr. Man of the Hour, the schoolboy himself, Sasha. And I can give you guys probably two guesses on who's going to be on this list. I haven't looked at it yet, as far as I can't really remember the names because I don't really look at the names when I'm loading things. I just copy the link and then just kind of upload it. But I'm gonna guess that it's probably maybe some Haken, maybe some Opeth, maybe some Stradivarius. I'm guessing will show up, but I don't. Yeah, those are kind of the regs. Maybe some Symphony X because Sasha likes some Symphony X. So I'm guessing that those might be in the cards for today. But let's quickly find out. If you are new here and this is the first time that you have ever seen this video or been on this channel, if you go to the homepage of the channel, there's a video, introduction video that pops up that explains kind of what the channel is about. What we're doing at the moment, which is sets or songs, and how you turn in or suggest a set or song if you would like to do that at some point. But if you don't, it'd be nice if you join some of the live streams. Usually have live streams on Saturday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Sunday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and usually Monday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time because I work during the day. So if you can join the chat and the live stream, that'd be really fun. Give us your thoughts and ideas and say hey, and hopefully you can join the small but great connected community that we have here. So enough of that plug. Let's get into what Mr. Sasha has turned in for us, shall we? So Sasha's not really like a huge man of words, so let's see what he actually has to say. Here we go. So he says, hello, I'll start with Blind Guardian. That's not one of my guesses, although that makes perfect sense because we know Sasha is a Blind Guardian fan and has had them on the channel before. So he says, I completely forgot about this song until I read a comment under one of your videos. Oh yeah, that song's awesome, Blind Guardian. Let's have him listen to it. I don't know how that's possible since it's one of my favorite Blind Guardian songs. Hey, we all have brain farts. You're in school. You're thinking about a lot of other things. And it's a good representation of their style. The song is Nightfall. Wait, the song is Nightfall off the album, I think is what you're saying, because you have of, but you forgot an F. The song is Nightfall off the album Nightfall in Middle-earth, which is a concept album about Lord of the Rings. I love Lord of the Rings, so that'll be interesting. Middle-earth, I get it. Nightfall. I have neither read nor watched. You haven't watched, you're like the only one who's never seen that series, the Lord of the Rings series. I have not read them either because I'm not a reader and they're long, and I'm not really into fantasy. If I'm gonna read, which is rare, especially these days, they're always teaching books. They're always like counseling books or like actual like pragmatic books, not things that like aren't real. That have probably good stories and a way to tell a story that makes you connect to the story, but that's just not my thing. So because I've never read nor watched it, so I have no idea what's going on in the lyrics, but the music is excellent. You know, I don't listen to lyrics on the first get, but if I do hear some of the lyrics after I listen to the music, then I'll probably understand it because I know the movies pretty well. I've seen them several times. So let's start off with a Blind Guardian. This is Nightfall. Here we go. I feel like you're not a Renaissance fair. Which, Colin, you should love this if you're here joining us on a Friday night in the UK.
No sign of life did flicker, in floods of tears she cried. All
very
lost and can't be undone. They're wasted and gone. Save me your speeches, I know. What you want, you will take.
So like Arion. Definitely not digging it right away. But what's new with Sasha and Colin? I bet Colin's like, oh yeah, this is it. It's like a very like dark musical. I feel very much like a guy version of Nightwish. Very symphonic and metal, theatrical. The chorus. Yeah, I totally feel like this is like a theater performance. Hope it's not as long as a first act theater performance. Interesting enough, even looking, this could have nothing to do with the Lord of the Rings. It doesn't feel very specific, although maybe I missed something I wasn't paying attention. Oh, is that saying Noble? Is it Noble? I thought it was Mordor. Is that, am I been wrong this whole time? Actually, Mordor? Mordor. I thought it was Mordor. Of course, again. I think I'm gonna be safe for me to say, Sasha, that no one is gonna like this song except for you and Colin. I think Blind Guardian writes good music, but this is not the type of music that I'm typically in. I'm not trying to trash on it there, Sasha. Just this part where it's just all instrumental, it's very cheesy as shit to me. My question is, I'll ask you after the
the enemy of mine, city of your mind, and finally you might follow me.
Like that. So I'm curious, what was the comment in one of my videos that made you think of this and remember this? I don't remember a comment or enough comments that I wouldn't remember them very much. Oh, that was kind of a cool switch. Oh, I guess it's over. Thanks for watching. That'd be funny if that was a troll and then it went into a whole other section like 8 minutes long. Oh man, my hair looks horrible. I have none. All right. Yeah, so back. Like I said, I'm gonna say that I don't think anyone is gonna enjoy that song except for Colin, if at all. But I'm glad that you love it there, and I'm glad that you shared it for us, Sasha. I guess because of you guys, I've been told that Blind Guardian is like the goats, like they're really well known in this genre. Or am I mixing it up with someone else? I think that's who it was. I think the Blind Guardian is just like really, really popular band. The question I was going to have for you was, if you showed this to a girl that you were interested in, Sasha. Now, I don't want to assume you're interested in girls. It's just easier because that's 90+% of the population likes, you're a guy, you like girls. But maybe you like guys, so you can plop in whatever your sexual desire is for whoever. If you showed this song to them and they had the reaction that I just had, that was like, yeah, not for me, I'm not interested in it, it's not really something that I dig, would that be enough for you to not be that interested in them? Or is it completely separate? Is your musical taste completely separate? As an example, obviously I like Dream Theater, I like progressive rock, and I've always, ever since I have liked it, if a girl, I almost expected a girl to not like it. Actually, probably be more suspicious if she did. If she liked it, I'd be like, what's wrong with you? But it was totally separate. If they didn't like it, it wouldn't make me less attracted to them because I didn't expect that to be. But for you, Sasha, put it in the chat or a comment if you're not actually in the chat. If that's something that is just like a no-win situation for you, if you find out that they just would not ever dig this kind of stuff, would it be over at that moment, or do you not really care and separate it like I do? Let me know that in the chat. Let's get into number 2. So number 2 is, this next is another Blind Guardian song. I hope it's better than the first one. Curse My Name is the title. It's one of their medieval style songs. Probably not going to like it. I think the music is very creative, especially with all the different instruments and sounds in the background. Towards the end, the e-guitar is smoothly added in the background. What's e-guitar? Am I stupid for not knowing what that is? E-guitar? E-guitar. Are you saying like it's like tuned to E or something? What I didn't even notice the first times I've heard that song. Okay. It perfectly adds tension, but doesn't change the mood. Okay, I'll try to remember that at the end. So here we go with the Curse My Name song. Here we go. My name. This sounds just like the last song. Definitely medieval, Renaissance fair, force it.
The tenure of kings and their magistrates.
This has to be played at LARPing tournaments.
The covenant made can be voided at once. Disanoint him, take his crown.
I feel like I see the ball going like this.
For their king and they pity their lord. Put him to death, that's what I say. Never so just these dancing divines. And do it
Sasha, when you're in your dorm room, or maybe you're not in a dorm, but you're at home, and you listen to this, do you do like an Irish jig? Do you dance? Oh, watch out. I need to turn it up. It's kind of low. There we go. Oh, it's gonna get really loud. One, two, one, two, one, two. I can waltz to this. We do Viennese waltz with faster tempo.
They come from everywhere. They witness revenge, hear the calling. Your little
Maybe Jason would like the lyrics, because he likes this kind of like fantasy la 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 stuff.
you be aware now. That trial is near, it's close at hand. The masquerade is over.
It ends.
It ends.
A cool little part. I want to see a wench. Are there any wenches around? Where's Blind Guardian from again? I think it was said in a different video, but I can't remember where they're from. The UK? Is this the ending part? I don't think so. What just happened there? Is that the recording? Or is that something that happened on my end? I don't know if you guys heard it, but it's like...
Praise, they by his majesty, his blessed the anointed, fulfilling God's will. Curse them all, no further he's king.
I hope you guys didn't hear that, because it was like twice it's happened. So this one was much more apparent. This is very, I know it's not quite Irish music, but it sounds close. I feel like I'm at like an Irish pub and they're kind of singing a song that everyone would sing it and join in. Ooh, that was a nice fill there on the drums. Take it. This makes me just feel like where everybody would break in and sing at an Irish pub. hear that E-guitar that you're talking about. When I saw E-guitar, I first thought, seriously, e-cigarette. Like, is an e-guitar like something you smoke, like an e-cigarette? Is that it? It is. All right, so I'm going to have to go back and listen to that when I do my second run through of these songs and listen to them again. I didn't really hear say E. I definitely don't know what you mean by e-guitar. I'm probably a retard for not that. Sorry. But what is E? All of you in the chat, all you freakoids would know. I mean, yeah, I felt like that song was very similar to the first one. Definitely not up my alleyway of the things that I like to listen to. But again, this channel is not about what I like. It's about what everybody likes. Although I would say, like the first song, I don't think most of the people that are regulars in the chat are probably going to dig that. Maybe Ashley would a little bit more. Jason might. But I would guess the others would be like, yeah, not really for me. But thank you for sharing it anyway, Sasha. Let's get into the next one, which is now it's time to come back to Stradivarius. I think that's who I said would be on this, and I was right. I didn't know that Blind Guardian would take up the first two songs, but here we are with Stradivarius. He says, you wanted to hear one of their instrumentals, and I did. Usually I'm not a big fan of instrumentals, which this has been a major theme for a lot of people. I agree that you do have to do something special with an instrumental to keep people's attention, especially if your instrumental's longer than like 3 or 4 minutes. But I don't really feel the same sentiment towards instrumentals that a lot of people do when they say very quickly, oh, I don't like instrumentals. Me, there are a lot of instrumentals that I love, but I do agree that I can understand why certain people don't tend to like them, because I do think you have to work harder without a voice and a melody singing to hold people's attention. So it really depends on how long your instrumental is. So he says, usually I'm not a big fan of instrumentals, and I don't listen to them except while listening to whole albums. Okay, but this is an exception. Okay. I especially love the neoclassical. That doesn't start me out well. First half. If it's neoclassical, I mean, I guess if it's like chugga chugga neoclassical, like Symphony X, Romeo kind of chug, I'm probably going to like it. But if it's like that neoclassical, I probably won't. Though you'll probably prefer the heavy second half. Well, you just answered that question. I probably will like the second half better. While listening, I always imagine several fairy tale creatures just dancing around a campfire. And that's not what you imagined in the first two songs? Because that's what I imagined. I don't know why, but this must... I don't know why, but this must something the power of power metal. I think you forgot a word, but I don't know what you're trying to say. I don't know why, but this must the power of power metal. Maybe you're saying this must be the power of power metal? Okay. It must be. Did you forget B? I don't know. Anyway, here we go with Stradivarius. Instrumental. Hopefully it's not a long instrumental, because then I would agree it's probably going to get boring. But here we go. Number 3. It sounds like Paradigm Shift. Doesn't it have like a similar, not the same, but sounds like Paradigm Shift. Okay, I like this. Actually, this doesn't feel neoclassical to me yet. Woo! Holy shit! That was awesome. There's your double time, Colin. Okay, by far, I already like this song more than the other two. So far, 1 and 2 are similar. I'm gonna say 3, 1, 2. That sounds like Ingve. Oh my god. Very Ingve-ish, which I guess would be the neoclassical kind of feel. It is kind of repetitive. It's fucking sick though. I do like that transition into this next part. Oh, you got the chorus sound in the background. I like that lick. Oh. Dude, this is very Ingve inspired to me. And it's pretty sick. I've said many times when we listen to Stradivarius, they are great writers of songs. So I don't mind this instrumental at all. This might go on a playlist, depending on... That guitar player's fucking sick. A nice little transition. I guess this is where it's going to get into the heavy part. I can hear it coming. Dun, 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 dun. I feel like it's Eye of the Tiger. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, yeah. What? Yeah, Stradivarius? I would definitely show this to my friends. This is a good song. I mean, the recording or engineering could be better, but I'm sure it's an old album or something. But one, triplets. That'd be cool if, like, you know, the Mike Portnoy, whatever, stuttering came in. I guess it'd be more sugar-ish. One. Maybe it's my Bluetooth. As much as I like this, I think it's falling into the, okay, because it's an instrumental, it's got to move more. It's kind of been like these two parts, and they've been kind of repetitive within the two parts, with a great ass solo in between. And we'll probably have another one right here. Remind me again the guitarist's name. I know I asked you before and you told me, but I forgot. Sounds like Hulu bells full all of a sudden. Next. Yes, it's very neoclassical. I feel like this is an Ingve Malmsteen song. another section. Or is it fading out? Oh, that was definitely a weird end. All right, Sasha, I'm definitely going to say that was my favorite song so far. A tad long for what they kind of did in the song. I felt like there was a lot of repetition. I definitely think that first solo section was pretty fucking badass and sick. And it definitely fell in the Ingve kind of feel and kind of wankery-ish, but I thought it was great, that first part. The second one, it was eh. And I did like that. You know what I'm talking about at the beginning. I do feel like it was pretty repetitive and didn't go. And again, with instrumentals, in my opinion, you can't just do a couple riffs and repeat them. That makes a boring instrumental. Definitely in an instrumental, you have more leeway to kind of go out into La La Land as long as you have a home base, but go out into La La Land a lot more and then come back to that home base. I felt like this had too much of a home base and not enough La La Land. If that makes sense. But other than that, I definitely like this more than the other two, and I definitely liked it. This could possibly go on a playlist for me when I listen to it a second time. I definitely like that beginning, so which is funny because you were like, and I did like the heavy part too. So anyway, let's get to the next one. He says the next one is the next Strato song is from the post-Tolkien era. Though I prefer Tolkien's writing, I do enjoy their newer stuff too. I remember we had this whole thing about Tolkien versus non-Tolkien. This song is one of my favorites. It's beautifully melancholic, both musically and lyrically. It's probably very relatable for many authors, poets, musicians, but I can relate to, mostly because of my maladaptive dreaming. Sasha, like I've said with Jean-Francois, your ability to use some of these English words is just really, really cool. I remember there was a couple times in Korean I would use some words like I was talking about asking someone in Korean like what their personality was like, and I said hwaeangjuk, which is just extroverted or outgoing, and naesongjok, which is introverted, and they were very surprised at the words that I knew, because I guess it's not a common word foreigners would know in Korean. I feel like maladaptive is a word that not many people would use in English, even me, a native English speaker. So nice. I like how you say mostly because of my maladaptive daydreaming. I like that. What a cool little sentence and phrase right there. So here we go. This is called Stradivarius, If the Story is Over, is the name of the song. So let's get to it. Here we go, number 4. Okay. Definitely like these songs already better than the first two. Let's see what it turns into. Interesting, when I'm like whistling, I can see it cutting out. So I think that cutting out is what's stopping that in the background that it has.
Once upon a time I was to scribe all my dreams. I've seen the years turn into dust. I feel the rust in me. I walk the shores of Avalon. I've seen the seasons change. I've laughed and cried, I've lived and died, but only on the page.
Okay, so far I dig it, and he's not doing vibrato or anything. It sounds good.
All I ever was is here on the page.
Here.
It's all the same.
That was a little bit.
It never mattered anyway. It's all a lie, so let it burn.
That was interesting. Let it burn.
All empty words and all rhymes will fade as the light of last candle flickers away. If the story is over, this time my last, let it be my best one.
Okay. I have a feeling this is a really long song. Because if that's like the first verse, and we haven't really even gotten into like a chorus yet. Or maybe, is there no chorus, or was that the chorus?
I yearn to find, to turn the tide before the tender talk. For I never drew the sun from stone. There's no Helen in my joy.
It sounds like it said joy, but it's Helen in my Troy.
Just gazing into the void. Come night.
Okay, this must be the chorus.
Test my soul,
or this is the bridge.
Faith and test my heart, torn apart, make me strong, make me whole again. And
totally not what I was expecting. This is just like a very melancholic acoustic ballad. Emotion here. That was a great transition right there into that. A little explosive. 2, 3, and 4. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting every time I sing. I'm not right ahead of the beat. Stupid latency things. I like this part. I do like the song. Okay, this is the chorus. Repeating what it is before. Candor. So we said candor. A good song. Kind of reminds me of like an 80s ballad a bit. Nelson or something. A little more power metal to it. So I'm going to say 3, 4, 1, 2. 3, 4, 1, 2. This is a good song, but I like... Maybe... No, I'm sorry. 4, 3, 1, 2. 4, 3, 1, 2. I did like this better than the last song. Very emotional, very powerful. I liked it. Definitely not what I was expecting either. 1, 2. I'm guessing that's it, unless it goes into a part, which would be totally weird. Oh, right. So as I said, dug that song. I can see totally why you like that song, Sasha. Had its nice kind of ballad guitar singer-songwriter kind of feel to it, and he didn't use over vibrato or cheesiness. I felt like the cheese factor was way down on this song, though not absent. It was way low. I didn't quite understand where the chorus was at first, but then obviously I could figure it out as it built more, and I think it did a great job of building that emotion and then broke through a little bit. Not like soared, but it definitely broke through. Liked it. So thought that was a strong song. So guessing 4 and 3 will go on playlist when I listen to it again because I liked it that much. So let's get to the final song of this set. He says, last song for today is the most power metal you can get. Where the fuck is Colin? Like, power metal people unite, because here we go. He says, everything about this screams power metal like nothing else ever could. It's 10 minutes. Oh, God. It's a 10-minute epic, bombastic, fast, fantastical, cheesy masterpiece. Okay, you use the word cheesy, not me, but I'm going to use it, I'm sure, if you used it. I'm looking forward to your reaction. Might be hilarious. That's not good, Sasha. I don't know much about this band. Pathfinder, I guess is the name. The band's name is Pathfinder. They were from Poland and only released 2 albums, and it's very likely they aren't active anymore. Very interesting. So I think the real question is, Colin, have you heard of these guys? Because you love power metal, so I'm guessing you do. And maybe you can fill in the blanks about them being active or not. But this is a 10-minute piece, so let's get into it. This is Pathfinder, Beyond the Space, Beyond the Time. And it's a 10-minute bombastic, fast, fantastical, cheesy masterpiece, according to Sasha. So you know it's going to be according to me. Crap. Okay. Where's Herman Lee? Herman Lee's going to show up at any point now.
Deep inside I'm burning, she said.
What?
To the horizon, all my
That
dreams
dude is clenching his ball sack.
is fighting to go. Fight for the rest of kingdom to the end.
With the fire and the flames on steroids.
My claws are tearing, my claws are crushing. Flames
What the fuck is that in the background? Is that like the album cover or the notes?
I spill the stuff on the fires everywhere. I know that's written from the stars. We are the 6 guardians of peace. And the only dragon lords.
The pronunciation is very clear. Fucking machine gun. I like that halftime, even though that halftime is still speed metal. Okay. That's a guy, right? Wow. Though I don't like it, I'm impressed. Sounds like Targe from Nightwish. Not. Yeah, it sounds more of the Targe style of Nightwish. Is this Marco? Did Marco step up? I think this is Nightwish. For a different name.
My mental forces belong to
Earl confused. I like that Earl.
all my claws and flames. Every day we are beyond space, beyond the time. Where the dreams tell me it's reality. We are beyond the light, beyond the dark, where space to continue as it stands.
Yeah, that was a weird switch. It felt like a different song. Yeah, that was not a good transition. It was just like, okay, now it's time to wank. They are kicking ass. Wow. The Lock Mania. Mania. I always love how the power metal guys Have that soul patch. I mean, is he the one singing those high notes? Or is that a... I think it is. Is he the one singing that really, really high note? That. I think I just did it. Maybe it was an octave up. I mean, this is like steroids. There's a lot going on here, Sasha. Are they ever gonna just like stop and slow it down for a minute? It's just like... I had to turn down a little bit. It was like in the red. I just keep hearing that note. I want to know, Sasha, when you listen to this song. Like, is it when it just comes on random, or do you, like, go out to listen to this song? So this is fucking steroids. I feel like this is, like, cocaine. Hear that crack? Their transitions are not very... I don't think they're very connected. That cheesy keyboard sound. Very soulful solo compared to what else has been going on in the song. Okay, I think we're in the pretty sure that's a guy singing those really high notes. This part. The bass too. This is like, where is Herman Lee? Is Herman Lee in this secretly? Woo! And that tempo. Numbers, let's stand it up. 5, 2, 5. This sounds very progressive, this part. Yeah, it sounds like a very, like, Dance of Eternity section where they're going up the neck, but we're staying in the same mode.
With every transcendental while, my astral struggles. Nobody can help you. My priestess calls a magic spell. The army flies.
That's a girl. Yeah, just the tone sounds like a girl here, but the other one sounded like a guy. Kind of confusing. That sounds like a guy, even though the fucking note is like a girl. Those dudes. Belloc, Ruth, Castro, Ruth, are they brothers? Wilson, Ania. I mean, you gotta give them credit for the technique that they had to learn to be able to play this shit. Whoa, what happened? That must have gone into another song, or the track was not fully what we were supposed to listen to. But I mean, that was 9-ish minutes, I think. So, yeah, I don't think you got the hilarious take that you might have thought you were gonna get, because I didn't really think that it was that bad, in the sense that, like, I wouldn't like it and I won't listen to it again, other than the second time I always listen to everything. But it wasn't like, it was just freaking like I was on cocaine the whole time. It was just like, like there's a scene in Limitless where it shows him like walking, and then like the scene just keeps like going by real fast, as it's like trying to show what it's like for him to be on the pill that he was on. I felt like that's the way it was the whole song. It was just like, but I do have to give them credit for being able to play the instruments like they do. I don't think it's very musical. It's fast, it's crazy, it's technical. Yeah, but I thought their transitions were pretty bad for a lot of it. There were a couple that were okay, but for a lot of it, it was just like, okay, stop this part, next part. And that they didn't really lead into the other one. It was just like, it was very, very bad transitions. But it was a 10-minute song. I couldn't imagine what that's like for them to play that live. Holy shit. Maybe that's why they're not playing anymore, because it's just like day in and day out of playing this is very, very taxing. So, yeah, I would have to say my order would still be 4, 3, 1, 5, 2. I think is how I'm going to put it. But 5, a little bit above 2. I don't know. 1 and 2 are pretty close. Maybe I'd put 5 at the end. Yeah, I think I'm going to say 4, 3, 1, 2, 5. Just because 5 had no semblance of like, other than the technical aspect of the fact that that dude was hitting the notes that he was hitting, and the fact that they were just like absolutely crushing the guitar and the bass and the drums, technically speaking. Other than that, there was like, felt like almost zero musicality to it. But I'd be interested in, Sasha, when you listen to that song, like, yeah, you do cocaine when you do that, like when you're on Adderall before when you're writing a paper or something? Is that what you do when you're doing that? But it is maladaptive daydreaming. That's what you're doing, right? All right, so yes, we will see you on Sunday morning. I think it's Manuel Romero set. And then we've had a couple more sets, so check the sheet on the Excel doc to see what's coming up on the schedule. But I'm pretty sure Manuel Romero is Sunday, and then on Monday night we just have a 2-song set by 2 different people who turned in their songs. And that is totally acceptable. If you guys just want to turn in a song, that would be fine. I did see Paravarium and a couple other people talking about an idea of possibly each person just turning in 1 song for a 5-song set. And so you just get a more variety of people, and then it's also more cost efficient for the people who don't want to spend 4 or 5 songs. That's a possibility. I'm down for it. The other thing I want to say is, I'm going to probably say it on Saturday as well, but next weekend we have Colin Crompton's gift set for the old and new. I have only received songs from Scott K and Ryan, which means there's 3 more people besides me who have to turn in songs for that. So you better get your ass in gear, because that's next weekend. If you don't pick one, I'm going to pick one for myself. And that'll give me 3 songs. So keep that in mind. All right, this is the captain saying, peace out.